Alright, the 5 viewers I have on Piss Bucket, I'm gonna tell you a secret so bad about me that you will think of me as scum below the fucking most hideous pedophile you could think of. You will no longer trust my opinion about anything with what I'm about to reveal to you, the 5 viewers who watch this channel right now. Fuck you. I spend shitloads of money on supplements. These supplements all here have at least 1 pill of them. These are all supplements I am actively taking now. Not that I switch between them. I'm not taking one of each of these every day, but all of these I am actively taking. So first, let me start. I want to ask about this one company here, Barlowes Herbs, right? So I was trying to get the cheapest safedmusli extract. I'll explain that in a second. And I got and I went through their fucking testosterone and aphrodisiac thing, because aphrodisiacs build testosterone and that makes you body build. And well, to be honest, from almost every supplement, I've never noticed a difference from almost every one of them. And let me explain my thought about that. Okay, I take them to make me stronger and increase my bench press and sexual power and ability to come and shoot people's faces off. And I don't need to fucking pep this video up with stupid shit. Alright, I'm gonna talk to you for real, alright? I take it so that I get stronger, right? Now, I would spend a lot of money just to get 1% stronger, because I guess that's just bodybuilding logic, right? But I might not notice if I'm 1% stronger. Like, if you drink 1 beer, I think beer getting drunk is like exponential. I don't think if you drink 1 beer, you're 1/12 of getting drunk. You're more like 1% drunk. And you can't notice that. So if I'm 1% stronger, I'll pay for that. But the only way I could tell is if I actually kept records of how strong I was every day. And, when I lift weights, you're in for a boring video, guys, but you gotta stick around, because I'm gonna ask you to do something for me in a minute, and I know you're my best fans because you came to this site, you came to Piss Bucket, where I release the shitty, crappy videos, so you're in for it. Okay. I'd have to keep records, because I'll bench press like 245s on each side, my max bench press, 245s on each side with a 10, and then I'll 245s and a 10 on each side, whatever the fuck that is, and then I do that 3.5 times. I've actually gotten weaker. That was my max bench press a year ago. I'm a little bit more of a pussy now. But anyways, but even when that was my max bench press, I could lift that about like 1 out of 3 times. Sometimes I would just lift so much less, and I could never find out. Was it drinking enough water? Was it getting enough sleep? Was it if I had masturbated beforehand and had less sexual energy? Or eating more vegetables, eating more protein. I tried to keep track of everything, and I could not fucking tell. I could not fucking tell people what it actually was. So it would be hard. It wouldn't be just as easy as, well, now I lift 1% more every time, because it's inconsistent. So to find out if I'm actually 1 or 5, even 5% stronger, I would need to get an average of like what I lifted for 3 months, and then you're supposed to get stronger anyways. I found that doesn't happen. I actually was meant to, other people in my family are spindly, fat with spindly arms. I was not meant to be buff, so this is pretty much as good as I'm getting. And so I looked to supplements. I kind of hope, I said this to the supplement dealer at the vitamin shoppe. I was saying, like, well, instead of getting the original herbal extracts, I like to get these mixes, because I think they're actually slipping a secret ingredient that isn't any of the herbs, you know, like how they do with spice. And he was like, no, they don't do that. We're doing nothing illegal at the store, right? Real super straight edge. But anyways, okay, I'm gonna stop meandering, and I'm gonna get to Barlowes Herbs. I started because they had a really good deal per milligram on safedmusli, right? And so I started getting their other shit, and I think maybe Damiana and dodder seed have maybe made me have good sex, but it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell because I have pretty good sex most of the time, right? What I noticed, the only 2 supplements that I've ever noticed to work, and this is kind of undeniable, right? This will make me look pretty stupid when Barlowes Herbs is investigated and turned out that they're just putting fucking dried powder horse shit in all their pills, and I say that fucking one of them helped me, like, this dried powder horse shit is better than this dried powder horse shit. I don't know. You know when these fucking supplement things get tested, especially especially when it's a lesser known brand that can just sort of fucking declare bankruptcy and run away, unlike Vitamin Shoppe or the Nature Valley stuff or whatever. I think those probably have to get tested because they don't want to get caught fucking you over. But barlowes herbs, you know, they investigate them, they're just fucking run away. So I want you guys to tell me if there's any dirt on Barlow's herbal extracts. From what they've given me, they gave me a full bottle of cranberry extract, because a lot of the stuff, they give me a lot of free samples, probably hoping that I'll buy that stuff too. A lot of the stuff I buy doubles as like prostate shit and stuff to help you get rid of bladder infections. I'm actually getting it for bodybuilding first, and if it helps with sex, fuck yeah. I do the FetLife thing now, and I have an open relationship, so I gotta put out all the sex I can fucking possibly put out, so anything that helps me come more. I don't know why that's important, but it is. Oh, and I'm gonna say, like, I wish I used the digital scale, put it in a cup, and measured the wad, because the most compelling evidence. Now, safedmusli helps with bodybuilding, and it helps significantly with bodybuilding and sexuality, and if it's real stuff. And what I noticed the first time I took safedmusli in a while, I don't think I noticed this the first time, but I took a lot of it, hadn't taken it since 2013, and it made me come a puddle, which rarely happens. It happened the first time I took maca. Now, when I continue to take safedmusli and maca, it peters out and I don't notice anything, but it was so significantly bigger, a cum of a puddle, that I'm actually pretty convinced it has the real ingredient. And why does the real ingredient of safedmusli, however you pronounce it, safedmusli, why is that going to make you have big wads and be good for bodybuilding? So I had... I was going to put it over on the camera and then show my face again because I straightened my hair and I look good, but fuck that. I'm just going to go across the supplements here while I explain this, and I forgot what I was explaining, and you gotta wait for it because you're the super fans. I don't know if anyone will make it to the end of this video, and if you don't, just get this message. Come back to me if you find out Barlow's Herbs is a load of shit and they're selling powdered shit. Okay, safedmusli. So I got... There we go. I got... when I went to school... I went back to college, and not like a high-ranking college, the community college that they let all the misfits who don't graduate do. Let me show my fucking buff self here. They gave me a code so that I could search for what do they call it? Scholarly. I could search through scholarly journals and peer-reviewed scholarly journals, pretty much the most trustable shit, the shit that all the scientists approve. So I looked for testosterone supplements, and I looked through all the herbal stuff, and what were the good ones? I forget everything except for safedmusli. Safedmusli was by far at the top. There's a couple of studies, or at least one that was quoted a couple of times. I think it might have just been one study that was quoted a bunch of times where they tested a bunch of herbal things. And safedmusli increased muscle mass and... in rats, but, you know, whatever. Increased muscle mass and testosterone by fucking several orders of magnitude. It seemed very convincing, so I went on my search for safedmusli because I need more testosterone. I was also thinking of taking estrogen and becoming a chick. I don't know. I'll let you guys vote on that. Should I take steroids, testosterone supplements, or should I grow some boobies and become a chick? You decide. You decide, motherfuckers. I was also going to edit this. Alright, another question relating to being a female. If I put this plug in my ass and leave it in for 16 hours a day so that I can get anal from any guy, is that bad for your ass at all? It hurt at first, and getting fucked in the ass hurts, unless I wear this all day. I haven't become an anal Jedi, but if I stretch it out with this... then getting pounded in the ass by dudes doesn't hurt that bad. And wearing it all day doesn't hurt that bad. In fact, getting anal without it's to minimize the pain, because I don't like the pain of getting fucked in the ass, right? So does wearing a plug all day, and this is like not rubber, it's like the higher quality. I didn't go for the cheapest because they sold me on this would damage your anus less. So is there any damage if I don't really feel pain from it? Is there any damage being done? Get back to me on that. So I'm going to cycle through all my supplements, go through the barlowes, herbs. They also send me the shit that I don't know. They sent me something Africana. I don't know if I want to use this. I mean, I'm going to feed it to someone or eat it, but none of these supplements don't really fucking work that well. Someone also offered to buy me steroids, or I mean offered to give me a free sample of steroids, and I might want to take them up on that. I'm either going to become a chick or whatever. Okay, this has animal. I might want to read what's going on with this here. So I didn't think of this at the time. It seems like it's extract from animals' adrenal glands, right? And I bought it on discount. Doesn't even. It says $5.99. If I would have thought of this, that it might support animal cruelty, I'm actually kind of a hippie in that respect. I do not like to support animal cruelty. I will proclaim that I buy free range, because I spend fucking twice as much on eggs, so I will get fucking respect out of it. But adrenal tissue, spleen tissue. I want to take that shit. I mean, if it's not... And then it has some vitamins to it, and it was only $5.99. Made without sugar, starch, preservatives. But what animal is it fucking taking adrenal tissue from? Wrangled, free pesticides, gross. I don't fucking know. It says nowhere on the bottle. Easy to digest, natural source. I don't know, look that up for... It does not say what... Could that be like, you know how they have like that thing, natural flavors, and then it's chemical flavors? Could they have a brand of chemical? Now, I like taking chemicals. I trust in extracted chemicals over herbs, so don't get me wrong. But could they have a brand of something called adrenal tissue and spleen tissue that was not spleen tissue? Because I want to be taking actual spleen tissue. Anyways, let me know if you guys have taken any of these supplements. Let me know. My girlfriend talks about, I know I'm half a fag, but I have a girlfriend. She talks a lot about amino acids, and I always figured I got a lot of amino acids from meat, but this guy had a steroidal dude. It says anabolic, and I'm just tricked by shit like that. Fenugreek, like DHEA, can increase estrogen or feminine shit and male shit, so I'd rather have more hormones than less. So I understand if it wouldn't make sense to take male hormones and female hormones. Like, I want just more hormones because they sort of counteract each other. Tell me if that's true. Paracetam was something I really should have done a video on. I haven't tested enough with it, and this bottle's like 4 years old, but yeah, I should do a video on that. It's some interesting shit. It's somehow related to Neurontin. I think it's Neurontin's like fucking evil twin brother, does like the opposite effect. But when I took it, I didn't feel it. I took it with Neurontin, took it without Neurontin. Maybe I shouldn't give away what could make an entire episode of bizarre supplements or something, but I haven't tested with it that much, so I'd have to buy a new bottle. I can't use that 4-year-old one, I don't think. Or let me know. Let me know if paracetam fucking goes away. I looked on this thing that vitamins, only vitamin C and A, I think, are destroyed with heat. Longjack, oh yeah, Longjack had pretty good evidence, but then about increasing testosterone, but then this guy at a store sold me against it. The guy selling the store, he said it only increased your serum testosterone levels and wouldn't actually help with bodybuilding. Now, I never researched what the fuck he was talking about there. How can your serum testosterone levels be up and it not actually increase your bodybuilding ability? Having extra testosterone, a side effect of testosterone is more muscle mass, even if you don't work out. Okay, so I take all the normal ones, vitamins. I take magnesium aspartate, and I have a couple versions of resveratrol. There's this cheap kind that doesn't have trans resveratrol. Now, I want you guys to do the research for me, motherfuckers. Find out if it's important to get trans resveratrol or not. Both sides of this bottle do not look like the front of a bottle. I also get D-aspartic acid. Let's see what D-aspartic acid looks like. I'm going to show you because you might not know. Okay, that is what D-aspartic acid looks like. Yeah, no, I have several of these containers, and I usually use them for weed. I have a bunch of protein containers, but the D-aspartic acid are just such perfect sizes, so if cops are going to... Okay, another thing to get fucking sidetracked on is, the other day... You know what, I'm gonna tell this story. Okay, supplements. So I want you to tell... And these are the live active raspberry ketones. Do that fucking work? A lot of people taking a lot of vitamin D. That shit's pretty cheap. It's not hard to sell me on cheap supplements, right? I heard about D-aspartic acid. You take it the first week and it raises your testosterone, but then it levels out and stops doing shit. So what I actually do with D-aspartic acid now, I used to take it every day, but now I just take it on days when I think I'm gonna fuck a lot of people. Fuck yeah, fat life. DHEA. It's cool if it gives you more estrogen too, as long as it gives you more testosterone. The more hormones, the better. Fuck you. Now I'm gonna show you supplements that... Fucking screen getting blurry. Fuck. Okay, so I came out of my house super fucking disheveled. It was noon, I had a sweatshirt, but it was hot outside. I'm always cold in the morning, so I looked like a tweaker, crime, fucking committing bandit, right? And I pulled off my shoe to get some dirt out of it, some sand, and a cop pulled over and came to talk to me, and he was like, I just wanted to see if you had a problem with your shoe. And then he thought that lie didn't sell, and he said, I'm a new in the area, and I'm just trying to meet people. And I was like, are you sure there's nothing more important going on? And he was like, no, you're free to go, I'm just talking to people. And then he asked for my ID, which I know you guys will say I'm a fucking sellout for giving it to him, but I want to be on this, it's not like you can actually befriend a cop, but they probably get more suspicious if you don't show it to them. Plus, on the outside, the outer appearance, I am a perfectly legal citizen, and I get to indulge in that. Just flaunt, like people... I hang out with people who still have paranoia about cops even when there's no reason to be paranoid, and I know some people who have been beaten by cops for no reason, and all that horrid shit they say about cops is true. I have other weird stories too, but I haven't really got the worst of it besides a cop asking if I wanted to disappear in Hawaii. I guess I should tell that story, but I'm not going to. It sounds fucking made up, right? It's a story I don't tell because it sounds made up. He's cop in Hawaii was breaking up a party that I was having at my house, and he kept asking me questions and then telling me he would send me to jail if I continued to speak, and then he'd ask me a question, and then he asked me how would I like to disappear in front of a giant crowd of people. I was like, well, I guess I wouldn't, right? He was a Hawaiian cop. Later, some thuggish kids told me, yeah, that was Rocky Stone. I don't know if I looked at his badge or they told me it was Rocky Stone, but he was like, that's Rocky Stone. He's killed white kids before. Yeah, he'd actually take you out. I don't know if they were just fucking with me, but kind of interesting. A lot of dead white kids. Now I gotta get into Hawaii stories. Fuck that. There's other cop Hawaii stories, but I'm gonna save those for when I have a better ability to tell them and not rambling. See, I'm just rambling, and I'm going to unedit this because you guys will listen to my shit. Is anybody... Give me a thumbs up if you're still listening at this point. To end off the first story, what creeps me out about this cop, he took up, or after he got my ID, he was like, oh, I just gotta call this in. Like, yeah, it's nothing, but I have to call this in, as if other cops wanted to know my name. Now, I doubt they were staked out outside of my door, but I want you guys to give me some sort of thought about what was going on there. The best of situations is he is new in town. He sees like someone who looks like a tweaker criminal to him, and he's like, why don't I get that guy's name while he will still give it to me while I'm not like chasing him down, because I'm gonna be arresting and talking to this guy later, or just fucking look at him. You know, and so that's probably the best, I guess that's probably what was going on, but the blatant dishonesty was what freaked me out. A very similar thing happened back in 2013. I was leaving Schizo's house, and a cop pulled up to me at the exact same place, and asked for my ID, and I gave it to him, and he said, okay, someone fitting your description was leaving a crime scene, and he told me where it was, and I was like, oh yeah, that was me, I was leaving that area. And he was like, okay, I'm just gonna take down your name. And it felt so much better that person was honest about it, you know? they told me that, like, maybe I was a suspect for a crime, and this other guy, I don't know. So tell me what you guys think was going on there. Now, I've heard from other people that I talked to that that's happened to them, and probably some black people, if I ever have a black person watch this video, they'll be like, what the fuck, you privileged white sack of shit? That happens all the time. Cops fucking constantly harass you and ask for your ID. I got white friends who get beaten by the cops. That's some shit. You know, they fucking scream at homeless people. Seen cops scream at homeless people quite a few times, but yeah, the blacks probably get it worse. Fuck you. Alright, here's a bunch of old supplements that are empty bottles of shit that I've taken before. And here are some, I always buy these when they're on discount, the testosterone products that I've used in the past, and I have not noticed them to do anything, but that doesn't mean that they don't have like 1%. Let me look at some gloves here. Yes, that doesn't mean that they don't have, like, that they don't make you like 1 or 5% stronger, because it'd be hard. I didn't take the notes on, you know, the way that I lifted, so I don't want to say that these don't work. Oh, another thing about vitamins is that they might, like vitamins and maybe even these testosterone enhancers, they might work better on unhealthy people. I've been kind of secretly, like, I live in the hippie world, right? As much as I used to, and still do make fun of them for like a lot of their shittier values, and some of them definitely are fucking Nazis about like health stuff with banning cigarettes and fucking banning shit that's fun, banning shit for everyone. There is a lot of Nazis, but then as far as the health part of it, I mean, I have an associate who just fucking frowns on any study of health at all, like even the scientists and the sensible shit, just because they hate health Nazis so bad. I certainly don't go that far. I have checked peer-reviewed studies and all that stuff, and that has led me to buy some of this junk that hasn't really helped me. And I'm not sure how many of these get tested to see if they have the real ingredient. Usually, a couple of things sell me on a testosterone product. How many servings it has for price. I don't know if any of these have the price on them. The camera is not picking up what this shit has in it. And also if it has 1 or 2 ingredients, like herbal things that I'm looking for, like longjack or safedmusli, which most of them don't have safedmusli. Then I'll buy it just for that one ingredient. So let's see. I don't actually, this must have been really on sale because I don't recognize any of these ingredients. Oh, I recycle and throw away a lot of bottles. I'm surprised I don't have DIM. I don't know what it stands for, but it's an estrogen blocker. Because who wants to be a fucking flabby bitch, right? Alright, with I've said in front of girls, like, I take estrogen blockers, and some of them were like, why do you want to be less feminine? It's a bodybuilding thing. Also, okay, estrogen brings down your muscle mass. So I understand. I don't know, I'm not trying to make any definitive statements. That's just what I've been led to believe. Also, so I don't know what most of this shit is, except for fenugreek extract, which I think had some good information on the peer-reviewed journals, but it was kind of a new thing, so they didn't really know. So, I think, like, sometimes this is kind of a bigger issue, like how bitch and, you're a girly man is an insult. Well, like, if you talk to a model, if you tell a model that, hey, you're manly, you got man hands, that's going to be an insult, because generally the statistic of people, this isn't like one person is better looking than another objectively or whatever, but the statistic of people like they're, like, either someone who's really manly or a girl who's really feminine. Like, the in-between to most people doesn't look that good, right? There's just a statistic thing. I'm not saying anything definitive, you fucking tranny loving fucks. I love trannies too. I like the ones that don't even pass. Not asserting any objective truth here. Just what I take from the human society. I actually like manly men up my butt. I love manly men. No, manly dudes and feminine females look better to my eye, which contradicts what I just said. I just said that I like the halfway in between to make people feel better, but what the fuck, 5 people are watching this. It's just aesthetic preference for things that make me horny, either super testosterone fucking steroidal dudes look good to me, their steroidal penis, and big-breasted, curvy women look good to me. It's not something I could change even if I wanted to. It's just what's put in me. The people who are in the middle, see, you're shallow and you're shitty human if you treat people who look bad to you as if you treat them as less, or you don't offer friendship, or you offer good things to good-looking people and bad things or nothing to bad-looking people. You can't give in to that, or you're a shallow motherfucker and a looksist. But everybody has their preferences. You don't, like, deny that person looks ugly and that person looks good just because you want to treat them equal. No, just treat them fucking equally, show them equal respect, and judge them by their character. But yes, everybody is horny for certain people and not horny for others. Not that that's the only aesthetic preference. So let's see what this thing has in it, and what was the discount at? No, the fucking... I thought I bought these things on discount, but when they're $5 off, they don't have the label. Okay, it's having trouble focusing on it, but I can read it to you. Come on, focus, motherfucker. Focus. Okay, I'll read it to you. It looks like this is another one that has the fenugreek extract. Oh, this has safedmusli. That's why I bought it. Another name for it is chloroform boryvirility. You can look it up. A button mushroom. I used to be kind of a compoundophobiac in a way. Yeah. Okay. Wild oats. I didn't do that much research on this one. It cost me $12.49, and I saw it advertised a lot, so I just thought extract is 3-to-1 extract of this, and I didn't notice it to do anything. Longjack increases your serum testosterone. Let's see what the... Now, the vitamin shoppe had really expensive longjack, and this is 200 milligrams of 100-to-1. Can it focus on that? But one thing that fucked with me is that I saw other ones that said 1-to-100. So it's like... I don't think either one of them are saying, yes, this is like, we took the regular herb and diluted it 100 times over, but what does it mean? Like, they're not telling me that they mixed 99 parts of crap and put the herb in it. I hope it's, and what is the active ingredient? I forgot. I guess it says the rhizome extract. If it just says extract, you don't know exactly what it's extracting. So that's another thing that can trick you. If it just says extract, but it doesn't tell you what chemical it is. So I bought this one for the longjack. Is there a price tag on it? Nope. But I bought all of these, most of them on discount. Okay, it's not focusing. It's got horny goat weed, which I saw on the peer-reviewed journals that I think it might have had some testosterone action, but it also did something that D-aspartic acid is supposed to do, which is increase your nitric acid, which makes you get boners easier and makes you lift better. Horny goat weed. I heard a lot about horny goat weed. It's got that title, but then I didn't really notice it to do anything. L-arginine, mucoparines with the L-dopa. Joe Rogan has that in his testosterone thing, and you'd think with the L-dopa, maybe it fucking makes you fucking dopaminergic, or it makes you fucking speedy, but I didn't notice any effect from it. Tribulus has been universally fucking shown at this point to be total fucking bullshit. And then I saw ads that were trying to counteract that, saying, oh no, they tested this Tribulus. It's actually Bolivian Tribulus that you gotta get. And I don't know, I'm not trying to destroy the... I like that, oh, I gotta focus on this. It says, come on, fucking light. Okay, hold on. Look, right under the mucoparines, right? I can't really digitally zoom on it. Let me see. Yeah, oh, it's out of focus. STD. That's right. STD to 15%. So this claims that it'll give you an STD. I'm not trying to be funny. I just am. Grapeseed extract. Oh, has some really good information that it's got maca too and some other shit. I don't remember if it does anything, but grapeseed extract has pretty good evidence that it fucking blocks the female hormones. Some, I think, block female hormones that you make yourself as a man. You make some of them, and then other supplements are meant to block the estrogen mimickers that are in plastic, and Alex Jones will tell you is in our water supply that will make us more feminine and submissive or whatever, because Alex Jones knows everything. So what did I buy this one for? Okay, I don't care if it focuses. Okay, saw palmetto and beta-cytosterol are some things that can help your prostate, but they actually have. I was really pumped up on beta-cytosterol, or if I'm pronouncing that right, because at first, like, they banned it in some competitions because it's like a precursor to anabolic testosterone steroids, right? But then I found out it has some other negative effects, maybe increases estrogen or something. It's weird, sometimes you look up, oh yeah, it increases testosterone, and then you see other things, it decreases testosterone. And, you know, I suppose you could say the same thing about steroids. When you stop taking it, you make less testosterone. So Damiana, somewhere I've heard good things about Damiana. I kind of believe that might work. Go-to cola, oat straw, Maria Prin. Oh, the other one that I get confused with, I can't pronounce it, fuck it. Ginkgo. For ginkgo and Korean ginseng increases testosterone. This has guarana, stinging nettles. I forget if it's the leaf or the bark. This just has the leaf and doesn't even say extract. And it has tribulus too. Stinging nettles, Joe Rogan says this, and I think the article, I read a lot about this natural testosterone increasing things, and stinging nettle root, I think, extract, had good ability to block estrogen. Fuck, there was something else I was going to say, and I forgot what it was. Blocking estrogen, stinging nettle, Joe Rogan, penis breath. I like Joe Rogan. Oh yeah, it's like, okay, you take these things because you think they don't have the bad effect of steroids, but if they do increase your testosterone, right, natural testosterone, you want that it won't have a negative feedback effect where when you stop taking it, you actually produce less testosterone. But if it's effective, if it increases your testosterone, or if it has testosterone in it, like a precursor to testosterone, then it might fuck up your natural ability to make testosterone. You can tell I haven't been doing my drug dork shit. I'm actually kind of years divorced from heavy drug dork shit. The last drug dork shit I did was looking up testosterone, herbal testosterone enhancing things for bodybuilding. So that's where my drug dork. And I thought those videos on that would just be stupid, especially since fucking nothing really works. So what's in this one? Horny goat reed, morandophorian, maca, tribulus, panax, ginseng, cayenne, Kanye West pepper. Okay. So I've been through everything. That's fucking everything. That's fucking supplements. I hate you.